Guessing I'ma live long. In this cold world, I gotta dress warm. The weak give in, I gotta stay strong. I wanna do right, I ain't gotta do wrong. If the good die young, guessing I'ma live long. You gotta dress warm, you gotta dress warm, you gotta dress warm. I carry a lot of weight on my shoulders, praying for a lighter weight, caterpillar waiting for wings so I can fly away. Oversized low, doing 100 on the highway. Poverty will make a little younger, hate the holidays. Born in the gutter, raised without my mother, forced a kid with my sister, but they took away my brother. Got immune to the pain, I'm tougher than the mothers, and make me more stronger the more that they make me suffer. Plus the fact that I bounce back on the hellhound, not too many come out that I can't fail now. The odds in the amount that if I fell down, I'm going under like Outback. I doubt that. I won't recline my couch back till I know for sure I made it out of this mousetrap. When I bring the gore, tell your dogs to announce that when they call the law, and tell them where my house at.
And that's all they doing is telling, man. Ain't nobody standing up, no, man. What happened to the real
in this cold world, I gotta dress warm. The weak give in, I gotta stay strong. I wanna do right, I ain't gotta do wrong. If the good die young, I'm guessing I'ma live long. In this cold world, I gotta dress warm. The weak give in, I gotta stay strong. I wanna do right, I ain't gotta do wrong. If the good die young, I'm guessing I'ma live long. Dress warm, you gotta dress warm, you gotta dress warm. Who can I trust in this life of lust? I see niggas bite the dust, tryna fight the cuffs like they ain't gotta write the bus. If I neglect the urge to draw my weapon first, I might get crushed. To protect the certain words don't apply to us. The underworld life we're living ain't alright. Cooking that raw white in the kitchen all night. What you call life, I call it sugar coating topping. Beneath it's the real world filled with ghouls and goblins. And I'm in the midst of the bundle with platinum back. Gorilla in the midst of the jungle, I got a pack. A killer's on the strip and they humble when they attack. It's guns, knives, and fists when they rumble, cause ain't no fair fights. We in here like, who wanna step up to get checked like Air Nikes? You ain't prepared to fight, you better make it right. Tie your shoes and make moves like you taking flight. Woo.
Better get up out of here, man. I'm telling you, we ain't playing no games.
In this cold world, I gotta dress warm. The weak give in, I gotta stay strong. I wanna do right, I ain't gotta do wrong. If the good die young, I'm guessing I'ma live long. In this cold world, I gotta dress warm. The weak give in, I gotta stay strong. I wanna do right, I ain't gotta do wrong. If the good die young, I'm guessing I'ma live long. Dress warm, dress warm, dress warm. I'm trying to handle my demons in the land of the heathens. I ain't planning on leaving, so I be damned if I'm sleeping. I'm seeking my one chance to take a stand is the Legion. The reason I ain't believing what the man got me seeing is cause my mind plays tricks on me. And my big homie said they got a price on my head, putting bids on me. So I keep the SIG on me to get them off me. But I don't wanna have no innocent kids on me. The irony of busting guns, you might get busted by the cops. So with a Glock from karma's repercussions, I can see them coming. I know they see me too. Before I beat 100, I bet I get to you. Like a bat out of hell, moving faster than smells. Before I'm back in the cell, I put a crack in your bell, like liberties. And if I get deceased, you gon' rest in peace before I hit my knees.
Let us pray.
Not legal shit, legal shit. Gobble. Hey yo, we spit lyrics like paradise and pistols in the hands of elevated mentals. We keep our beef confidential. When lead dump, it's not pencils. Rows and domes is the issue. The violence words
hey yo, I'm stuck in my ways. Cocky cat from CSC in the cream GS3 with a PS3. And my line of work is krills and guns, pills and fun, shields and bunk. The niggas either kill or run. So stay tuned to the tube for the rest of the news. Never legal cover, need to start investing in tools. Locking the doors, dimming the lights, hot in the tub. On a one-way track, on a collide with a thug. Kid taker, rib breaker, wrist clean me all daft, no talking that shit we can't see me.
Hey yo, I could drop a rhyme when you hand me your mic. And by the time of my 8 count, you know my shit is hype. Cause I'm the super duper hyper, not protected by Viper. You flex with my squad, then I'll be the first to snipe you. I'm hyper, my intelligence get this when I bust my 4-5 late night through your fence. The song
And kids best to watch they front. Cause I walked out, bust his hurt, but then I smacked the stunt. So what they want? They best not even try to front. Cause it's that nigga biggest D and I be high off mad blood. So ease up for the blood clot. Murder enter, you'll be stiff and cold like pumping cracks in the winter. So winter, my domain, I still remain to be on point ahead of the game. I'm dropping shit, never lame. So flow with my flow, if you can't then go. Cause I be dropping exclusives, used to do free shows, now it's real. I got to get paid on the regular. I wanna relax and talk to mad bitches on my cellular. Who the hell are you trying to school, biggest D? I done seen more loot than your mom's eyes could ever see. It's me. I straight up open eyes when I arrive. I keep it live like a nigga playing 4-5. Yo, rest in peace to man because I might rip this. Biggest D came down and ripped the talk shit.
Total correction. Walking these streets uncontested. Verbal investment. Neglect to miss the fucking message. Delivered in seconds. Pay attention to the lessons instead of just guessing, or lose the future to the present. No usage of weapons. At least we leave that undetected for SC detectives. The only thing we doing reckless is spitting no records, caressing mice with aggression. Well projected scriptures of essence. It's a Buddha blessing from my adolescence. Like I'm snatching your necklace. Run the pockets like the essays run weed in Texas. Amongst criminals, Buddha junkies, well respected. Welcome common due to ML methods. Suspects, you're gonna get it, cause you can't prevent it.
Hey yo, this is for my niggas F-150s with chrome rail bars. Or my man who got popped calling home from jail bars. It's Branson, the one that moves coke by the boatload. I'm good with the banger, even better with the chokehold. Son, don't know why I ain't the best yet. So until then, I guess your grandma keep getting death. I twist Dutch and spit bars, hype chicks up, hold guns, red and blue beams, light switch up. Picture down at the precinct, 10 grand cash out for any information that leads to the stash house. I run with a team of wizards just like Stackhouse. Me and Cole got plans of running inside a shack house. No more chit chat, just click clack and Vice City Pro and crib crashing and carjacking. It's the Matt Munson / Rob Lowe. Gun to your face could make anybody James / John Doe.
Told you we ready, y'all motherfuckers thought we wasn't ready. Told you we ready, now motherfuckers here we come. What? Told you we ready, y'all motherfuckers thought we wasn't ready. Told you we ready, now motherfuckers here we come. Mental assassin, take away your soul and passion. The ultimate warrior, I guess I'm outlasting. Blowing stink on us, so I be outcasting. In any shape, form, or fashion. I like to drink straight and keep my hoes mastered. Scenes fiend donate, and then they run the plasma. And so when after, I pass them down the rapture. An early age bastard. Hard times came faster. Production been massive. The field carry factors. While niggas backstabbers don't get caught in the middle of tobacco. With wild rascals ready to warm and sap you. Niggas play touch and tackle. It's a darn hassle. Stone or be statue. Analyzer be ass backwards. Leading to your final chapters. Told you we ready, y'all motherfuckers thought we wasn't ready. Told you we ready, now motherfucker, here we come. What? Told you we ready, y'all motherfuckers thought we wasn't ready. Told you we ready, now motherfucker, here we come.
Hey yo, I wanna be so live, I want waves in my sideburns and drive a big ass truck, go round and make wide turns. It's my turn. Mental was kicking me in my head, like do something with all this hot shit for your dead. I know exactly what I wanna do with my life. I love my clique and make hits that's gonna go platinum twice. I'm twice as nice as the price size. You want a slice of biggest D? Motherfuckers gotta pay the price. Fucking with me, some MCs gon' lose their stripes. You whacked up, nigga. An MC could lose his life, but we ain't come here for that. We came to party tonight. Yo, you chill, D. Yeah, I'm alright, and this is for niggas who live life. Then act on their first mind and never think twice. And believe that life is spliced, but the price that people pay for a slice of life is never easy and nice. And we ain't men, we might. Next to the world, the universe, that's if you twist it right. It's all clear, man, I see what's going down tonight. It's Biggest D coming through and I'ma keep things tight. And everything's alright. With melanin in my skin to keep the sun rays back. It's a cell called melanocyte, but they called it black. It's our hair, our eyes, our skin, our smile. In fact, the motherfuckers called the nigga now they wanna take it back. What?
Told you we ready, your motherfuckers thought we wasn't ready. Told you we ready, now motherfucker, here we come. What? Told you we ready, your motherfuckers thought we wasn't ready. Told you we ready, now motherfucker, here we come.
It's never legal, brute force, even heard when we horse. Of course, we off the charts, blow torch, get tarred in the scores. Branson Rich ready to vic a nigga, yapping his jaws. It can happen, get it cracking, drafted the art of war. Crafted Dutch masters galore, Mary of the Moor. Clear the floor for biggest deal, feel the pain of a bore. When you ready for the heavy grammar, bear's gonna roar. Survivor of the meanest reservoir, devil them fours. We them warlords, Momo goes and settle the score. They bag potency for 3, he gets a meal when he's home. Be it known, footprints is quick to get it to the dome. Call on KO for the sweeping when you in the metro.
Told you we ready, your motherfuckers thought we wasn't ready. Told you we ready, now motherfucker, here we come. What? Told you we ready, your motherfuckers thought we wasn't ready. Told you we ready, now motherfucker, here we come. Huh?
We gonna do this for the players. All the players. And all the players. Every mama's players. The mama's players too.
Stroke of the ego. Shorty come mix and mingle with my people. You know it's a party wherever we go. So give it to me like a free throw. Lick up on, keep your eyes low. Ain't no telling where the night goes. She said there ain't nobody equal. So give it to me like a free throw. A beast in the nighttime. You heard it through the vine like it's nightline. Let me paint a picture with 1,000 words and saturate all my cues with the nouns and verbs. She want a baller and I ain't that. It's tricking if you got it, unless you're gonna pay half. I'm calling it from way back. Still, hold it down like a wave cap. Refrain facts, no need for particulars. I kill it and run, similar to vehicular. Homicide, harmonize on these lullabies. Apologize, she ain't feeling all you other guys. No surprise and you wonder why. Cause I'm bold with the text while you underline. Then it ain't this you rock while I penetrate the spot. Then I'm ghost like a phantom, now let me get that and one. Stroke of the ego. Shorty come mix and mingle with my people. You know it's a party wherever we go. So give it to me like a free throw. Lick up on, keep your eyes low. Ain't no telling where the night goes. She said there ain't nobody equal. So give it to me like a free throw. I step to the line though, like Jordan, hit it with my eyes closed. Now where did all the time go? My low post D, leave a honey mind blown. She know the shit that I'm on, sliding off all the 9 lines, feeling like an icon, ticking like a time bomb. Apparently I'm the one she got her eye on, slither with the python, thicker than a right arm. When I touch down like over the pylon, hit it with the lights on. In the same spot, she needs to put some ice on. Blessed with talents, I challenge in a hurry. Retain my balance and drop with a flurry. Maintain my status, she need never worry. Consistent with the stroke like Rihanna, Chef Curry. Stroke of the ego. Shorty come mix and mingle with my people. You know it's a party wherever we go. So give it to me like a free throw. Lick up on, keep your eyes low. Ain't no telling where the night goes. She said there ain't nobody equal. So give it to me like a free throw. Like the game's on the line. She assists this, we don't need no witness. Play temptress so she could try to impress. Nothing but the real when I see her in the flesh. She want about that dress, relieve a little stress and smoke a cigarette. You dealing with a vet that can break down plans and turn all my haters to the best of fans. I'm all black mixed with yes I can. Confident with my choice so the roster expand. Got a hand in the draft, talent rather thick. Work her out twice, she's my #1 pick. GM.
Okay, we are live.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Just these levels. Okay.
Back in the house once again. It's the effing podcast. I know I am your host, Branson.
I am B.D.U.B.
And I know you're probably wondering, is it fucking Saturday? No, it's not Saturday night.
We don't need Saturdays to go live.
We don't need Saturdays to go live. It's Thursday night and a beautiful night in Carolina, might I add. It's
yes,
really
it
nice
is.
out
Too
tonight.
bad tomorrow's going to screw it up with all that damn rain.
Yeah, tomorrow's
I got to drive in that.
we're gonna send you, safe driving vibes though.
Please
Definitely
do.
got to give a shout out to my girl Eighth and Fancy, always looking out for the effing podcast and stuff. We decided to switch up locations, so we doing it from a little different spot. As you can see, the banner in the back tonight. You see what I'm saying? So
still a work in progress, but we
still
getting it right.
Work in progress, but we coming along 1 week at a time, and we just gonna blow up from here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So like I said, definitely shout out Eighth and Fancy for all your adult snacks. Definitely check her out. Definitely a shout out to Dang Drinks. Definitely check my boys out. Definitely a shout out to you if you're tuning in right now watching us. I know you probably like, damn, it is Thursday night, but yes, it is. So we're gonna have us a good little show tonight. Shout out Kelli Jo.
Yes, shout out Kel.
Shout out B.D.U.B and Budha Junkie.
Shout out Budha.
They were unable to join us tonight, but
because it's Thursday.
Voltron will be forming again, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Saturday, it will be a show, but it might be Dub just doing the show.
I might go live from Maryland. I might not. So who knows?
We'll see. If not, there might not be a show this Saturday. But Dub chopping up all these clips, and I'm sure I can drop enough clips that y'all haven't seen that, it'll be like a show. So, now, we're going to go ahead and get to the pressing news of the week.
Well, we first, with the RIPs, we got to get those out the way.
Oh, we definitely got to get
this
RIP
was
out.
a very, very harsh.
Definitely hard one. Definitely a hard one. I think I saw it Monday, Tuesday maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But rest in peace, Trugoy.
Trugoy, De La Soul. That one hurts because De La is one of my favorite groups.
One of the songs that I love, I love, is Me, Myself, and I.
Everybody
I remember the video, everything. I loved that song. 3 Feet High and Rising, one of the best albums ever.
The Native Tongues is what got me into hip hop. I remember watching their videos as a little kid, seeing them with the colorful videos, the cartoons they had, like Tribe Called Quest's Left My Wallet in El Segundo. They incorporated animation.
Classic.
Yeah, and they were just like cartoon characters to me as a little kid. I couldn't get into Rakim at 7 or 8 years old because Rakim is not child friendly.
So, now, unfortunately, we have to retire De La Soul. It's no more.
Well, there's no more original.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like I said the other week, I have to come to terms. There's no more Mobb Deep. It's no, you know what I'm saying. These people can't be replaced as much as you want.
Yeah, you can't just hire a new member.
Nah, it doesn't work like that. So, in no disrespectful way, but I'm going to remember De La Soul for what they were, one of the greatest groups of all time that don't get their props really like that.
They don't. They really don't.
They don't get the love.
De La is a legendary group who came into the rap game with a different vibe than a lot of other rappers, was ostracized because of it, and still stuck to their guns. So they're a legendary group.
Potholes in my lawn.
Yeah, Potholes in my lawn.
Saturday.
Yeah, I know, Me, Myself, and I.
De La Soul was really that group when I was growing up. Because like you said, they were closer to kid friendly than what else was being played at that time. So like you say, you gravitated to them, and with them, Tribe, it was good music. And the hip hop community definitely took a huge loss with this one, So unfortunately, we got to say rest in peace, Trugoy again, but you left us with some amazing stuff that will always keep your memory going.
Yes, he did. And I will be bumping the whole discography tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure I'll hear everything from 3 Feet High and Rising to Stakes is High to The Grind Date to Artificial Intelligence, because I rocked with all of De La's stuff. So
De La was dope like that. They were really dope like that, buddy. De La was really dope like that. And it was definitely a huge loss.
That hurts,
community.
especially the Native Tongues. We already lost Fife. Now we got a second member going. I think the whole thing you learn from this is to appreciate the legends while they're here.
While they're here. That is just what was running through my head. You have to learn to appreciate people while they're here and go see them.
Yeah.
If you have a chance and they're around you, go see them because that opportunity might not arise again.
Yeah, I was grateful for the opportunity to see Paul Mooney live when I did. He came to Durham, what was that? Must have been 2015 or something. I just remember purchasing a ticket going, I don't know how much time he has left. I'd like to see a legend do his thing. And I was grateful for that opportunity to see Paul Mooney before he passed. So that was great.
Super funny and super real.
Yeah,
and
super real.
People,
so,
you know, some people can't get behind it, but hey, sometimes you got to be real.
Exactly. Realer than most.
I'm going to come in from left field real quick before I really jump into the show like that. Nikki Haley threw her hat into the presidential race for 2024.
You excited?
I mean, I know Nikki Haley. She's from, you know, she's done her work in South Carolina. I'm not excited, and I'm not, you know, she definitely won't get my vote. But she did come up with some good points today. Like, sometimes you got to call a spade. And the first thing she said was
niggas are spades.
Niggas. She probably said that before, too, though. But the first thing she said was term limits in Congress.
I'm agreeing with that.
Definitely agree with that. And then, test to see if you're still competent after a certain age. So
I definitely agree with that.
After 75 or whatever. And she's 100% right. Like, these are things that need to be instituted. And
why do you want to be 81 on Capitol Hill? Like, you're 81. You want to go home and chill.
What's that salary look like?
I don't know. I know I'm sure they get a nice
like,
salary for being a senator, but like Nancy Pelosi, do you think she's hurting for money? No, she got paper.
These people are hurting for money. Like,
but that's what I'm saying.
If you've been there as long as some of these motherfuckers have been there, you ain't hurting for money. You're just being greedy because you're not really bringing anything new to the equation. You're just sitting there collecting a check, just sitting and taking up space. And that was another thing Nikki Haley said, which I agree. Like, you know, we just let these old people just sit up on Congress and
do whatever
and just sit there and not do shit. Like, it's time to start moving on.
I agree, because I can't relate to none of these politicians. I can't relate to Biden. I can't relate to nobody.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
What do you feel his chances are if he runs in re-election?
It depends on who the opponent is. Like, Biden's chances really depend on who's going to get the Republican nomination. And I think, of course, if somehow Donald Trump wins it, Biden is going to easily dog walk him.
Oh, if Trump wins the nomination again, it doesn't matter if Biden runs again or not. Anybody is going to dog walk Donald Trump without a question. But I can see what people are saying about Biden. I can see where they're coming from, but I just can't. If he's the only solution that's put up, and the other one is a Republican.
I think if Bernie Sanders runs again, he's not.
He's not going to get the nod. Like, we sit here and we watch this every 4 years.
I think, at this point, if we're talking about old presidents, Bernie Sanders would probably not be the best.
And we say this every 4 years. Maybe Bernie's going to, get out there. Maybe he might, and it doesn't ever happen. So I put that on the shelf a long time ago.
Definitely no Hillary.
Oh, definitely not. Like, nah, definitely not her again. But
Hillary's like those Golden State Warriors that lost to the Cavs in the finals. You just think you have the easy walk there, and then shit goes left
real quick. Like,
and then LeBron and Kyrie win the nomination and the presidency.
We'll see where this goes. I believe Joe Biden, like you said, it depends on who runs against.
Yeah.
If it's Trump, he's getting walked. Trump is getting dog walked. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Trump is already out of this.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the meat of the show, I like to say. As you can see, I'm here repping. Fly, Eagles, fly. Yes, the Super Bowl was Sunday. Yes, we took that L. Yes, we did. We took that L. But in my defense, it's probably one of the best Super Bowls you've seen.
Yeah. And what happened? What I said happened. What happened? I said if the Eagles do not blow them out by halftime, if it's a close game, the Chiefs are going to pull it off.
You're correct.
Because Patrick Mahomes.
When they scored that touchdown in the second half, when the Chiefs scored, I was like, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
I knew we were in trouble from that point on. And I'm going to give credit where credit lies. Andy Reid just coached his ass off in the second half.
Andy Reid is a legendary coach.
Andy Reid. Look, they ran the same play twice, different sides of the field. Dude was wide open for the touchdown each time. Each time my man was wide open for the touchdown. Kelsey was unguardable. Juju Schuster actually made an appearance. Juju been talking a lot of shit on social media too, but he definitely came through in the Super Bowl.
Didn't he post some Twitter of a Valentine
Yes.
with
old boy holding them, which
He held him.
I'm not going to blame referees, officiating. I ain't going to blame the field. I will blame Jalen Hurts for dropping that damn ball, and nobody touched him. Now I will, but other than that, Jalen Hurts was fucking sensational. He was phenomenal. Jalen Hurts was amazing Sunday. Mahomes played good. He played good, but Jalen Hurts played better.
Yes.
And if you saw the game, that's what you say. Now, I'm going to get to this. Why are so many Cowboy fans celebrating like their team did something? We didn't say it. I'm going to say it now. Fuck the Cowboys. But why are Cowboy fans celebrating? Now, you know, Giants fans try to say a little slick stuff, but they ain't like Cowboy fans are still talking about this damn Super Bowl and how the Chiefs beat us, which is cool. The Chiefs did beat us.
The Cowboys fans need to be quiet.
And that's why people don't like Cowboy fans, just for that reason alone. Because why are you gloating over somebody else's team winning 4 days after the fact? Y'all are professional Super Bowl watchers, professional third-party cheerleaders, because you can't root for your own team. So you saddle your bandwagon on, and it just happened to be a team that you despise. Because if it would have been any other team in the NFC East, Giants, Commanders, y'all would have hooked your bandwagon up there then. And another thing that I didn't hear anything from Patriots fans. I didn't hear nothing from Patriots fans. And we beat the Patriots. They got a beef. I didn't hear nothing from who else? Steeler fans. Steeler fans ain't really say too much. I heard a little whining from the Niner fans. I did hear whining from them. Yeah. But it's always the Cowboy fans who be out of control, and you just look at them and be like, y'all haven't been to a Super Bowl since
30 years.
Since 1996. Like, you know, some of y'all haven't seen the Cowboys in a Super Bowl. So, you know, but those were my thoughts on that part of the game. The game was great. The game was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was a good game.
You can't throw that flag in that moment in the last couple of seconds. You can't throw it. I'm sorry. Yeah. I didn't want to say that, but you can't throw that.
That was kind of weak.
You can't throw that.
What about the halftime show?
That is next. Now, Rihanna kind of took a beating in a kind of way.
Yeah, I don't get it. What did they want her to do?
I don't understand at all why
her performance was hype.
Look,
I liked it.
She did all her hits. You knew all the songs she performed.
Exactly.
She danced a little bit. She was amazing to me. Choreographed everything. What I think it was she wasn't naked. People wanted to see Rihanna. Another thing is they found out that she was pregnant.
Well, only the women have been complaining about the show. I really ain't seen no dudes complain.
I've seen dudes complain. I've definitely seen dudes.
You know why? That's the reason why a lot of men like the show, because Rihanna was covered up. We've gotten to a point in society where women have shown so much skin that they get props now for being covered up.
So Janet is basically banned for her nipple slipping, and now we mad because Rihanna was covered up. And like I said, she put on a great show. I think it's one of the greatest Super Bowl shows I've seen.
I wouldn't go that far. It's not better than Michael Jackson's. It's not better than Prince's. I wouldn't go. It's not better than Beyonce's.
Was it better than last year's? Because a lot of people were like, last year's is better. I was like,
I can't say hers is better. I don't. Yeah, the actual show
I'm sitting on the fence. They said maybe she should have brought some other people out there with
Yeah.
her. But I was like, why? Like,
I like the last year's one a little better, but I mean, I liked Rihanna's performance. It wasn't bad. I wasn't expecting her to be doing full choreographed numbers.
See, what they wanted was a gymnastic routine.
Yeah.
They wanted her to do flips, splits, all that stuff, instead of, what was it, 13 minutes?
Yeah.
It's only a 13-minute show. She ain't get paid for it. And she came up with all that stuff. And, you know, they always bring up they don't pay artists at the Super Bowl. It's one of the most highly marketed events. You don't need to pay nobody to perform at the halftime show.
Was anybody else on edge when the platform started rising? You're like, man.
I was a little bit. But that's because you're still trying to figure out, is she pregnant?
Well, it wasn't even that. It's just you don't want any Owen Hart episodes during the Super Bowl on live TV. So I kept seeing them platforms moving up and down, and I was just like, ooh.
And then, you know, I'm a wrestling fan, and Bill Goldberg said it was disgusting. I was like, disgusting? Goldberg has the nerve to talk. Did you see the Undertaker match? That was disgusting, what you did there. That was completely disgusting. So to criticize this pregnant woman who gave
Goldberg, the wrestler, talking.
He had the nerve to say something too, and I made sure.
What did he say? He said what?
It was disgusting.
What was
I
disgusting
made sure
about
to keep mental note of that, because I've never really been a big Goldberg fan. If it wasn't for the look that he had, he would have been a jobber. But that's just my personal opinion. But like I said, I thought her Super Bowl performance was awesome. I thought it was really, really dope. And I thought she did what she came to do, entertain.
Yeah.
The whole place was...
She went through her hits. She did her hits. So
and had more to spare.
Yeah.
Had more hits to spare, but entertained, saw the crowd rocking, singing along, all that. I didn't understand what people really wanted from Rihanna. But you can never satisfy
I don't remember her
everybody.
being much of a dancer anyway, was she?
I don't think so. Like, she ain't getting ready to get out there and be Beyonce. Like, that's not what's getting ready to happen. So I think a lot of people were very unfair in their judgment of her.
I think so,
during the
too.
Super Bowl. I thought she was phenomenal, to say the least. And then to throw in out there that she was pregnant makes it that much more phenomenal. So I'm not tripping at all. I enjoyed the whole game.
He wasted no time, ASAP. Do we even know if ASAP? They haven't even confirmed ASAP is the father.
I'm going to take in. I think ASAP's the father. I'm just going to.
I'm going to
because it happened so fast. Like I'm sure he's like knocking up that billionaire JJ. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm hoping he is too. I'm just saying, you know, it'd be nice to confirm. What if the baby comes out white?
Oh, well, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But she is pregnant. That is definitely for sure. That's 100% confirmed.
Yeah. And that's why they call him ASAP. He wasted no time.
None at all. And like I said, I enjoyed the whole Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The beginning of it.
The game was good. The show was
halftime
good.
show. The end was good. And the Chiefs deserved to win. Shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs. You congratulate you. Don't hate.
How do you feel seeing your old coach get two championships that he could not get with
I'd rather see Andy win it than anybody else. Andy's a great coach. Like, Andy is the coach of if it's not Bill Belichick, it's Andy Reid. Then you throw in Patrick Mahomes with Andy Reid.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's kind of a dangerous duo. And I'm not the Eagle fan who's the one out here spreading the drug test about Mahomes, saying that he had a miraculous recovery. I'm not that kind of Eagles fan. Like, you know, I understand that there's going to be a winner.
I saw that on Facebook.
I'm not that Eagles fan. I'm not the one who's going to come with the conspiracy theories about Mahomes, had a failed drug test, and nah, like, we got beat. And that's just what it is. Like, and hopefully we'll be back next year. But if not, I enjoyed every bit of this because only 2 teams get to play in it. Like, it's not like everybody gets a chance. It's a tournament. It is a tournament, but it's only so many teams, and we were one of the last 2. Somebody has to lose. I can live with that. I wasn't tripping at all. So we can put down football unless something exciting happens, you know, in the offseason.
I'm excited this weekend.
Now, I will give you a little Commanders news. I don't know if you're like...
We got a new... didn't we get a new OC?
He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
He's thinking about... Eric Bieniemy is thinking about coming to be the OC for Washington, which this man was the OC for Kansas City. Like his credentials speak highly of him. The only problem is, why can't the black man get a head coaching job? That's the only problem with this, is why can't the black man get a head coaching job?
If Jeff Bezos purchases the Commanders, he might promote him to.
We'll see. But Eric Bieniemy has been looked over every which way. Like, they hired everybody from the Eagles. I think everybody from the Eagles coaching staff got a job. But Eric Bieniemy been looking for a job for at least 4 or 5 years, and they just won't hire him. And his, like I said, his resume speaks for itself with a Super Bowl to add on top of it this year. So we're going to leave that. Football season's over. Like I said, if anything happens during the offseason, like Aaron Rodgers possibly retiring or leaving.
Aaron Rodgers is going to leave.
I believe he's leaving too. But if any of that stuff happens, big news, we will talk about it. We will hit the All-Star break real quick.
Yes.
I know that.
I'm excited about All-Star
All-Star
Weekend because All-Star Weekend is always exciting.
It is.
I love watching. That's the best part. Saturday night is better than the actual game,
even if it is in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Do you hear how you sound when you said that? Like, I can only imagine how they feel flying into Salt Lake City for the All-Star game.
Everything closed at like 9 p.m.
Look, I can't even imagine the feeling that you have. They said it's the first time it's been back in 23 years. It don't really need to go back again if you want to keep it real.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, it was Shaq's first time playing, the last time they had in Salt Lake City.
That was 94, 95?
Somewhere around there. Barkley was the MVP of that of that season. So
oh God.
Are they going to have a dunk contest?
Yeah. They have some white dude who's not even in the league competing. What's his name? Max something.
I don't know.
Let me pull up the dunk contest contestants, and I can tell people live what is going on.
And give me the 3, because we need the 3. And I will keep y'all entertained while he looks for him. So I expect the All-Star game to be awesome as usual. The greatest stars in the world to be there.
Okay, I have the participants.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so for the dunk contest, we have Kenyon Martin Jr. of the Houston Rockets.
He got ups.
Okay, we have, it says Mac McClung, who...
He's got ups.
I hear that. I've heard that.
This little white boy got ups. Like, I used to follow him when he was in high school. He broke Allen Iverson's scoring record in Virginia. Ooh. Yeah, like he can play.
And after that, he's with the 76ers, but I thought he was in the G League.
I thought he was with the Lakers the last time. Well, anyway.
He might have been. After him is Trey Murphy the third of the New Orleans Pelicans. And last and least is Jericho Sims of the New York Knicks, because I've never heard of that nigga.
Okay, first of all, let me just comment on this. If it wasn't Zion from the Pelicans, they shouldn't have had a representative. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't, what's my boy Toppin from the Knicks?
OB.
They shouldn't have had a representative in the dunk contest. And that's my thing. Like, you can become a star in the dunk contest, but we want to see the stars. Like, I want to see Ja Morant dunk.
He ain't going to.
I would love to see Ja Morant dunk. Who else got some ups that I want to see? Like,
check who the judges are. It's Jamal Crawford, Lisa Leslie, Karl Malone.
Can I bring the everybody knows Karl Malone impregnated a 13-year-old. They bring it up every year, the All-Star game, and they're going to bring it up even more because it's in Salt Lake City this time. So
and to make it, Karl Malone made up for it. He was like, I did wrong by impregnating this 13-year-old. Let me leave her and the kid alone. Goodbye. Yeah. So Karl made up for it with that. After him is going to be Harold Miner, and last but not least, Dominique Wilkins. I'm sure you're familiar with him. 4 dunkers will compete in 2-round competition. There will be 5 judges for each dunk. Scores from 40 to 50 will be given by each judge. The average of the 5 judges' scores will be the individual dunk score.
I really don't think one of those judges should be up there.
I do. Dominique Wilkins?
No, not him. Harold Miner definitely deserves to be up there. Jamal Crawford don't deserve to be up there. Like, get me somebody who could actually, like, Vince should have that spot. Like, you know, somebody who.
What about Lisa Leslie? She was the first woman to dunk.
Oh, she definitely deserves her spot. I'm just saying. I said one of them didn't deserve their spot, and it was Crawford. Like, you know, he wasn't dunking. He was breaking niggas
dunk.
He was breaking niggas down. But
well, he can dunk.
He could dunk, but he wasn't dunking like that. Look, I saw Pat Bev get a dunk the other night. Like, basically
Pat
anybody
Beverly.
can dunk. Yeah, I saw Bev, and not only a dunk, a putback dunk, 2 hands. So
They have a HBCU Classic? What is this? Southern will take on Grambling State at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on February 18th in Salt Lake City as part of the NBA All-Star Game. What? That's new. I'm just finding this out.
I'm gonna throw something else that I saw that's new. You know the show MLB, the video game. Why is this year's version the Negro League?
Ooh, because they need a new way to profit off of niggas.
Well, that was genius. Like the Negro League, like,
I can be Satchel Paige.
Look, I might go get that. Like that might be worth going to snatch up. So yes, All-Star Weekend is this weekend. Definitely looking forward to all the events. Who's in it?
Okay, so for the 3-point contest, you have Tyrese Halliburton of the Indiana Pacers. You have Tyler Hero of Miami Heat.
Okay, I think he might win.
Buddy Hield of the Pacers. Kevin Herter of the Kings. Damian Lillard of the Trailblazers. Laurie Markkanen of the Utah Jazz. You have Julius Randle of the Knicks and Jason Tatum of the Celtics. See, why are all the All-Stars competing in the 3-point contest but not the dunk contest?
Because I don't want to say it's easier. The chances of you, because
you're less embarrassed if you don't.
You're less embarrassed if you don't, like you said. So that's why I know Julius Randle isn't winning. I know that for sure. I'd be surprised if Tatum won. Now, I could put money on Hield. I could put money on Hero. Yeah. And the underdog, I could throw some money on, besides Dame. Because
Dame is not an
Dame's
underdog.
the favorite.
Yeah, I'm
Dame's
pretty
the
sure
favorite.
he's
But
the
I'm
favorite.
just naming it like I throw a little money on Hill. I throw a little money on Herter. Oh,
Markkanen.
Hero, and I throw money. Markkanen.
Because he's leading the league right now, I think.
Markkanen can shoot the lights out of the gym. That big white boy can shoot. So, yeah, All-Star Weekend coming up, and this is going to be a good time. Now,
And nobody's going to get in trouble because it's Utah.
I know they can't wait to get out of there.
Mormons
I know
robbed
they
me
can't
of my
wait to get out.
chain.
They probably leaving right after the game.
Oh, yeah.
Right after the game, they flying out of Utah.
I bet that's the one All-Star that, people pass on.
Usually they hang around, a day, maybe 2, depending on how long your break is. They leaving right after the game.
They ain't even showering. They just hopping on the plane in their funky uniforms.
Gone. Like, damn Salt Lake City. So, topic switch. We're going to jump into a little sad news. Bruce Willis, they said he's beginning the stages of dementia. And it's sad. That's very sad. That's sad because if you've ever dealt with anybody who's gone through it.
Oh, yeah.
If you've ever dealt with anybody who's gone through it, it definitely hurts.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts, and it hurts bad.
But at least the positive thing is he can have health care.
True indeed.
And all the latest available technology and medicines and
because
all that.
Everybody doesn't have that at their
You're damn right. And everybody who has what he has doesn't always have the money for treatment that he has. So that's a positive amongst all this negativity.
So we just send a shout out to Bruce Willis and
I didn't know he was that old, to be real, to where he's getting dementia.
How old is Bruce? Bruce Willis got to be in his...
He's in his 60s. Well, let me find out. Because I remember him on Moonlighting, and I don't remember him being that old.
We were young back then. You got to remember now. We were young when he was on Moonlighting.
Yeah, I remember Moonlight. I used to watch that show all the time and didn't understand what the hell was going on because he was 67. He's 67.
I mean, that's knocking on the door of 70.
I mean, it is, but also at the same time, it's still young. So did he get it?
Relatively, I guess. 67 is, and I won't because I'm getting up there myself. But I guess relatively you're still young, but yeah, definitely it's a sad thing. It's definitely a sad
And
thing.
it's suffering from a specific condition called aphasia. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
It's a specific type of dementia. And it results from the degeneration of the frontal or temporal lobes of the brain. Okay, so yeah, it's just a degradation of your brain.
It's crazy. And Bruce Willis is one of the GOATs. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people won't, don't mention him when it's, but he is, like, he's got some mega hits.
Die Hard. That's it. Like, that's all you need to say when you talk about Bruce
But
Willis.
then you can go down his resume. Like, you can stop at Die Hard, like you say, but he still has more.
He does. Last Action Hero, I remember,
That
that
was
was all right.
That was all right.
Like I said, I remember Bruce
Red
Willis
is dope.
Moonlighting. That's
Lighting.
Look Who's Talking. He did
Look
the
who's
voice.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah, he did the voices.
What was the one where I can't think of it. Bruce, but he's been in
a lot of movies, man. It's very sad. Yeah.
All right. Did you see Pusha T in his outfit? I showed Dub before the podcast.
Oh God. Pusha T looks like he's not
They
from
got
Virginia.
to him. They got to whoever it is that got to him, who get the people got to him, because I would never see Pusha T dressed like that. And the purse. And
he
the
had a purse.
Yeah, he had a purse too.
I gotta bring.
I think it was a doggy purse, if I'm right. Like, if I'm wrong, correct me. But from what it looked like he was in the short suit.
A short set.
I don't know.
It was Pusha T at Fashion Week. Yeah, and he brought up the photo of him in a short set with one sock striped and the other one is not striped. So I don't understand what statement he was trying to make with that.
Is that where we're at with fashion? Like, guys really be pushing the line with this fashion thing. I said it last week, and I'll say it again. Like, if this is how I got to dress to be considered like a fashion, I don't want it. I'm good.
I'm looking at this, and that's definitely not hip hop.
Definitely not what I'm trying to that's not what I'm trying to give off. Definitely not what I'm trying to leave the image of for these young men out here. I'm sorry, that's just not the image.
Does
I'm
he
trying
have
to,
it's a dog purse? You said?
Is it a purse first of all?
Oh, it's a purse shaped like a dog. Yeah, I'm just noticing that.
Okay, so
yuck.
So my boy had a dog. A purse shaped like a dog. Pusha T gone. Drake, go ahead, bro. Go ahead and get him now, bro. He ready. He ready for the taking now. Go ahead and hit him. Because you can't get past this one, brother.
Yeah, Pusha, that's a little sus right there. What you doing?
You
there,
can't
dog.
get past this one. And before people be like, it's fashion week and stuff, I don't care. I don't care. It means nothing to me. He looked like a complete idiot.
There must have not been another nigga in the room when he was putting that on, doing those poses.
Boy, looky here. And then you actually let somebody take a picture of you in that?
Exactly.
Boy, stop.
Exactly, boy. He used to sell the product. Now he use it.
That boy, stop. Topic switch.
No doubt.
Luther has a better catalog than Whitney Houston. Changed my mind.
I don't doubt that. I mean, yeah, Luther to me has one of the best male voices in R&B. It competes with Whitney. I wouldn't be mad if somebody said they liked his voice over Whitney. I wouldn't be mad if somebody said they like Whitney over his voice. But yeah, Luther.
I don't think Luther gets the love he deserves as an artist.
How many hits does he have though?
And I think that might be it. See, that's where I was going with this. Because when you think about Whitney,
she got
Whitney
hits.
got not just hits.
Mega hits.
She got mega hits. And people wanted to throw out, well, Luther was doing other people's songs. What the fuck you think Whitney was doing?
Yeah.
They were both doing covers. They were just making them sound really, really good. But that was my debate with it. That's what I was caught up on. It's because Whitney got those mega hits.
Yeah, but I mean,
Luther got Here and Now.
Yeah. A House Is Not a Home.
House
which
Is
is
Not a-
I didn't know that was Dionne Warwick's song originally.
I don't know if that's a mega hit. Like Here and Now is a mega hit. Like
Yeah.
that's played everywhere.
I don't wanna stop. Never too much. Never too much.
I mean, I could
never
go
too
through
much.
the whole catalog, but I just don't know if he got mega hits. Like that's Whitney's claim to fame is her mega hits. She just got, her. I think her catalog is great, but I just think Luther's is just a little bit better.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
a little bit better.
It's definitely a preference, but I wouldn't be mad either way.
All right, so. When did Valentine's Day become the celebration of your children? Like, you never hear a dad say, my daughter's my Valentine.
That would be a little creepy.
Would it?
Yeah.
It'd be very creepy.
My son is my Valentine. That's very incestual.
Like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, and I wanted to touch on that topic. Like, like I said, if a dad ever said that, side eye. No, bro. No,
Pause.
Your daughter cannot be your Valentine, bro. Like, no, stop that. That's sick. Sick and perverted. And I guess we cut lady slack because it's ladies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
ladies, they can be perverted and pedo-ish, and nobody ever bats an eye or says anything, and I've seen it.
Women can get away with stuff that men definitely can't get away with saying. It's like I say, the judgment would come down if a man ever said that about his daughter. Because now it's like, you look at your daughter like that?
Exactly.
Like, wow. So I just wanted to throw that out there, see how you felt about that, because I was noticing that more and more. And Valentine's Day, being that it just passed, it brings out a lot of dry pussy energy.
Yes, it does.
It brings out a lot of very dry pussy energy from females.
Exactly.
And ladies, understand, it's just one day out the year. Just one.
Yeah.
You can't put all your eggs into one day because he might not have come through like you possibly would have wanted him to.
Yeah.
Like, for me, for an example, I was broke, but I got paid the next day. So, that I couldn't do nothing.
I just didn't have any woman in my life to do anything special for. That was it.
The best I could do was wish you a happy Valentine's Day. My heart's in the right place, just my pockets wasn't. So, but people put too much on one day. Rooms, all these
Valentine's Day,
.
It's just designed to make single women feel like shit. Really, because single men don't really think about Valentine's. I didn't even know Valentine's Day was upon us until like the day before, and somebody casually mentioned it. Because it's just not a holiday I care about as a man, as a single man. Because even in a relationship, all it is just pressure on you. She ain't gonna do shit for you for Valentine's Day. You just got to do shit for her. And it's another thing upon the list. You got to buy her stuff. You got to go to Christmas and get her stuff, her birthday, and now Valentine's Day. And you got to do it or you're an idiot. And there's no point in Valentine's Day to me.
Well, I wished all the ladies that were important in my life a happy Valentine's Day. They deserve that much at least. But, I think a lot of people put too much onus on one day.
Exactly.
They put their hopes and faiths into one day. And I'm like, it's just one day, man.
Yeah.
Easy. And chocolate cheaper the next day.
Yeah.
Let's,
it's a clout chasing holiday.
Let's be honest. Like you could really make out a bandit the next day. Like, you know what? We ain't celebrating Valentine's Day. We gonna celebrate the day after because I can probably buy all the Walgreens candy section the next day because it's all gonna be cheap.
Exactly.
So ladies, quit getting all caught up on one day. If it's not your birthday, if it's not your birthday or possibly Christmas.
Yeah, don't put too much effort.
Don't put too much onus in that day.
All you're gonna do is make it toxic, and the dude's gonna break up with you out of spite.
He gonna be feeling a certain way,
What about the women that think their coochie is a gift on Valentine's Day?
Nah,
yeah,
because I think the javelin's a gift on Valentine's Day. Like I didn't get you chocolate or bears or anything, but I got you dick.
Yep. It was something.
I got you dick. So, so that's how I'm thinking. So if she might think like that, I ain't going to fall her because that's usually how I'm thinking. Next topic. Son says his crush turns him down. Dad suggests he buys all the girls ice cream in the class except for her. Good advice or bad advice?
Bad advice, because he's teaching his son to trick on women. And to me, that's just the beginning of tricking.
Yeah, I could possibly see that. See, my take on it was, you're buying too many people stuff. Like, nah, we need to pinpoint out some particulars here. Who's her best friend? Who's the little girl's best friend? Find that out. Or who's her worst enemy?
Yeah.
Like now
you're getting somewhere.
We're not buying all the little girls no ice cream. Nah, that's out the window. We're going to find out who this little girl's best friend is or who her enemy is. And then I'm going to tell my child that's who you're about to pursue. If you want get back, if you want her, this is what you're about to do. Now, women said it was petty for what the guy said, and that's
It's petty.
It's super petty.
It's petty to trick that much on other women as a lesson to one woman.
It is. That's why I was saying, like, why are you buying the whole class ice cream?
Yeah.
No, it's crazy.
Buy the girl she don't like ice cream.
That's it.
Buy her best friend ice cream.
Take the little bit of money and make it last a longer way. So now you're buying the little girl, she doesn't like ice cream every day.
Yeah.
And then little girl, the little chick gonna learn today. The little chick gonna learn today. Like, you ain't gonna do my son any type of way. The little chick gonna learn today. Dad was prepared for this. And some ladies might be petty, things of that nature, but nah, because I know how it feels. You know what I'm saying? So I want to prepare him to get over that hurdle. It's ways to get around that, son.
Yes, it is.
Definitely ways to get around it. And that's one of the things I want him to know. So, no, we're not buying all the little girls ice cream. We're finding a particular little girl, and then that's when we're going to shower her with stuff. That's just how that works.
And how old is this kid?
I didn't even look.
I don't know what level of kid we're dealing with. Is he a little kid?
Been 9.
Yeah, he could be 9. He could be 14.
I didn't really look, but I think I'm going to give the same advice to either age group. Like, we're going to pinpoint, and then we're going to execute our plan. That's how it goes about. I'm going to teach my son that rejection, it happens. You have to learn to accept rejection
and not be a hoe about it.
Well, yeah, you can't get down on yourself because you got rejected. That's the first thing we need to be telling these young men is just because a woman told you no, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You just weren't for her. There are going to be other women that you're going to be for. You have to learn how to accept rejection. I think that's why a lot of guys why people, not just guys, why people don't talk like that, because nobody can accept rejection well at all. Like, I'm like, fuck it. It is what it is. If I'm going to shoot my shot, I'm going to just shoot my shot. Like, you just got to go with it sometimes. You can't go with the work. Like you say, after a while, aren't you too old to be getting clowned because you got rejected? Like, certain things you're just too old for now.
Yeah, and that's why at this age, you just got to shoot your shot.
Just shoot it. You just have to shoot your shot. And remember, there's a chance, maybe even a good chance, that she says no. And you just have to accept it and move on. Keep it pimping. All right, I got one more question, and we're going to slide.
Sure.
Have your previous relationships made you better or bitter?
They made me better. I learned from my exes. That's the one thing I do. My crib is a lot cleaner now because my last relationship, I saw how she organized and made things neat. So I started mimicking her, and now my crib isn't clean, but it's a hell of a lot cleaner than it used to be. So
I haven't been there. I'm gonna come see it. I'll
through. I got it shit organized now. So I'd like to thank her for making me a better nigga for these other bitches. Thank you.
I mean, I definitely take on the positive attributes of anybody that I deal with. You know what I'm saying? I try to take on anything positive that I think is worth taking on. My relationships, I definitely have made me better. I'm never bitter. I'm never bitter. I think everything has an expiration date. And once you come to that conclusion, I think that it's easier to deal with a lot of things. Everything is going to come to an end. All good things come to an end. So that's just my opinion. But I definitely believe shoot.
Well, see, I can't think like you in regards to the relationship saying all good things come to an end. I feel like certain people play a part in fucking ending things a lot quicker than they should normally progress. Like, my ex was toxic or trying to be toxic, and I realized I either had to play the game or leave, so I left because I can't be
I'm going to give you this.
Yes.
One of the chicks I used to deal with was super like, and then they make it seem like they're the greatest person in the world.
know.
Like and that's when you know that it's problem. When they make it seem like they're just the best thing since sliced bread, but don't see how toxic they really are.
Yeah, there's some toxic.
Like super toxic.
Super duper.
But then, like I say, make it seem like they don't do no mistakes, they don't do anything wrong. Just the greatest person in the world. But I know you differently. I know you to be able to how you think, and I know how those wheels turn. And that's not how a good person thinks. That's not how a good person thinks. So my relationships have made me better, never bitter, never.
I carry some bitterness. I mean, it's just, I ain't gonna say it's bitterness. It's lessons. It's watching the next girl for symptoms or signs of the previous behavior. The flags. You are correct.
The red flag thing. Now that I've seen these red flags, now I'm
watching the next one.
More apprehensive and looking for these red flags to show their faces.
Yeah.
I see. Maybe I haven't grown as much as I thought because I'll still possibly ignore a couple of red flags. I still might.
Well, there's no such thing as a red flag free woman at this age and at this point in the game. Every woman has a red flag. Every woman 30 and over has a red flag.
Everybody has a red flag. Like, how many are waving is the question. Like, is it like an obstacle course of red flags? Is it just like, the traffic controller red? It's just 2. Or it's like, you're going through the obstacle course and it's just lined with flags everywhere. It just all depends on, who you got and how quick you are to be able to tell what they are. So, I'm definitely a better person. Never bitter. Never. And I think, I've had some good women. I've had the chance to spend time with some very good women that have taught me a lot of things that I would have never known. And I'm appreciative for it, because like you say, it makes me a better person for wherever else I'm going. So I got to give a shout out once again to Budha. Budha. He did not make it in tonight. Got to give a shout out to my girl Kelli Jo.
She didn't make it in.
She didn't make it in tonight. Like I said, this show was kind of impromptu, but as you can see, we made it. Got a new little setup going.
Yes.
If you watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you're not, go to YouTube and subscribe.
Exactly.
If you're just on Facebook watching, share our shit. If you're on YouTube, share our shit. This year, we're going to be doing a lot of things, ladies and gentlemen. This year, we're going to have a really good time. We're going to have some people up in and out of here. Definitely shout out to 8th and Fancy for all your adult snacks. It is the weekend. Be safe out there this weekend. If you're not going to All-Star Weekend, nobody's going to All-Star
Nobody's
Weekend.
going to Utah.
I remember when everybody, if it was in D.C., Atlanta,
New York,
Memphis,
LA,
and
Dallas,
niggas
Houston
would be pouring in to see the All-Star game. Not Salt Lake City. Haven't heard one person say they going to the All-Star game.
I don't know anybody going this year.
I haven't heard one person say it. So even when it went to Charlotte, niggas was breaking their back to get to the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Never heard anybody say it about Salt Lake City. So we about to fly up out of here. Like I say, Saturday might be a show, might not be.
We're just playing it.
We're going to have a new date. We're going to be broadcasting
Yes.
on a new day soon. We'll let y'all know. But for the people who watched us tonight, we appreciate y'all. Share our shit.
Yes.
Shout out Buddha and Kels. Like I said, y'all be good this week and enjoy.
Peace.
Go Birds.